Welcome back to Cleveland Browns Daily, live from the Greenbrier in West Virginia. Browns training camp continues. Nathan Zagura, the voice of your Cleveland Browns, Jim Donovan, and we're very happy to be joined by one of the newest members of the Browns, linebacker Jordan Hicks. Jordan, great to see you, man. How you doing?
Great. Thank you guys for having me. Yeah,
absolutely. Great having you.
Feels good to be here. I'll tell you what, out here in the Greenbrier, huh?
Have you ever done anything like this in your career?
No, this is actually the first time I've left for training camp. So it's actually been.
What do you think of it so
far?
It's
been legit. I mean, you got a good scenery back behind us, and you get to get away with the guys. So it's, for a newcomer like me, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Well, it worked for them last year.
Yeah.
They came here last year, and really it kind of brought them together. Why fool around with it again? It paid off. Got them into the playoffs. They had a really good team. They were very together. Can you feel that?
Absolutely. Yeah. Since the day I got in the locker room, it's felt like I've been welcomed, and you can feel the camaraderie, amongst not just the groups, but the offense and the defense and everybody blending together. So, that's unique, and to have offense and defense that kind of gels in the way this team does is awesome.
For you coming in as a veteran who's been, had a few stops, obviously started in Philadelphia there with Jim Schwartz.
Right.
Probably a nice reunion, but is it cool for you to kind of come in, and do you get a sense that maybe things are a little different here than perhaps in some of your previous spots?
Yeah, I mean, every place you go is unique in its own manner, and every team, with that is unique in its own way. So, this team has obviously a lot of talent and is unique in certain areas. So, you try to do everything you can to come together as a team, try to do everything you can to maximize everything that you have and see where it shakes in the end.
I have to think that Philly, when you were there, the fan base – very much like Cleveland.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, traditional. I have to tell you, there was a Monday night where the Browns went there in a lesser year. Okay, and playing the Eagles, and the Eagles are going up and down the field. By the start of the second half, I knew the words to "Fly, Eagles, fly."
It's not a good thing.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
I could do the song. I mean, really.
It was a fun place. It was a fun place to start. I will say that, and we had some success there, but I've also been places where it's not like that, right?
Yeah.
And so you appreciate that. The older you get, and the more places you've been, you want a fan base that's passionate and loves it.
How have you been able to maintain your consistency? 5 straight seasons, over 100 tackles. You're one of the best cover linebackers in the NFL, and you're a respected leader on every team that you've been on. How have you been able to do that? What's been your formula for that success?
Yeah, I had actually some injury history early in my career. To me, staying on the field is one of the biggest parts of this game. A lot of guys get hurt, get injured, can't, have those years, stack year after year after year. I fell into that early. And so just staying healthy, becoming a pro, understanding, what goes into my body and understanding the modalities that I need to keep right.
The decision to come, okay, tell me about that, because, you were with Jim Schwartz before. And you're joining a defense that was very good.
Right.
Everything lines up.
Yeah. Obviously both of those aspects were part of the decision making. I'm, going into year 10, 32 years old. I'm looking at the future, right? I look back and I'm like, man, 10 years has gone by already.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the future. I'm like, I probably don't have 10 more years in me, right? So less is less, in front of me than I have.
Based on your physical condition and those quads we saw walking over here, you might have another 10 years in you. I'm not betting against you.
My family won't let me do that one, but there were a lot of aspects, and I was with Rodney McLeod. Was able to talk to him, right, and kind of get a feel. And he said the exact same thing, right, that this team is together. The building is just awesome to be in, and at the end of the day, you want to win. I play this game to win. I play for the success of a team, and I believe this team has the opportunity to do that.
And Rodney certainly did, and I'm sure he said that to you, because we got to talk to him when he came back, and he said, look, this is my last year, but I wanted to be here because they felt coming out of that Baltimore game that they had a chance to do something special, and Deshaun was out for the season, and I think there's a sense we need to run this back and stay healthy and make this right. Was that part of his pitch to you, that, look, we can do the great things that we did in Philly?
Yeah. And, every team, like I said, is unique, and so the team's going to be different this year than it was last year. Everybody understands that. But, there is that grit and that chip on the shoulder of I've been in the building, and all I hear is, the last game, talking about the playoff
Texans.
game and talking about, talking about how, we need to build off of everything that we've done. So It's exciting. It's fun to be around. You feel the energy. You feel the chip on everybody's shoulder. And that's the recipe you need for a good team.
What is the linebacker spot like today in the NFL against these offenses?
Yeah, you got to be able – it's changed quite a bit since I've gotten in the league. You got to be able to cover in space. You've got to be able to obviously, stop the run, be physical in the run game. But a lot of it is trying to create mismatches and understanding that, when a quarterback sees an athletic tight end on a Mike linebacker, he sees that as a mismatch. And so you've got to be able to cover. You've got to be able to lock into your keys and play fast, be decisive.
How much has that coverage aspect of it changed in terms of what you're asked to do? We play a ton of man here, but your zone drops and just probably the depths have changed, I would imagine, over the course of the years in your career?
Yeah, at the end of the day, I came in with Chip Kelly.
Uh-huh.
So Chip Kelly was my first offense that I went against. So I kind of had a taste of it early, but then you go against the regular season, right, and you're going against 21 personnel and 12 personnel, and everybody's trying to run it down your throat. Chip's airing it out. So,
and running 100 plays a minute.
And, it was going fast.
Really,
you don't have time to huddle. So, things have evolved over the years. And, the linebacker position is one of those positions where, guys used to be 250, 260, and now we're 230 or under, so it's just changed.
What about coming into this division? What do you think?
Yeah, the physicality stands out instantly, and I grew up in Cincinnati, actually, and so I've seen this from back in the day a little bit, and,
sure.
And it's just got the history, it's got the history, and so it's exciting. It's exciting to be here.
And it is a loaded division.
Yeah, it is.
Every single team in this division
That's
is good.
That
is what you want.
Yeah.
Right, and you get to –
And it's a rivalry everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere. Oh, yeah, which
know?
is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That linebacker room that you're in, you're playing next to Jeremiah Uscormo, who really had a breakout year, one of Jim's favorite guys out of Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
He loves JOK. What's it been like getting next to play to, a younger guy who's ascending, and then you can also kind of apply some of your veteran know-how on him?
Yeah, that's really ultimately I want to play as well as I can in this and that, but I want to maximize him as well. I want to do my best to try and maximize
in the
him.
building. They're very excited about you being next
Yeah.
to Jeremiah.
Well,
very excited.
He is as athletic and as freaky and as decisive, explosive, quick twitch, strong. He's got the whole package, right? So, his ball skills are really good. He's everything you look at and you see, and you're like, that's the kind of guy I want playing linebacker. And so, to have the opportunity to help him and to, just share my knowledge. And, I've been around. I embrace that role, and I love it.
It's really, it's been really fun watching him grow up.
Yeah.
He really has grown into it.
Right.
Because coming out of college, it was just boom, right? He was there.
Yeah.
But now he knows why, boom, he's there.
And that's half of the battle. That's another reason I've been able to play for 10 years is understanding where I'm supposed to be when I'm supposed to be there.
True, right.
So I don't look slow. I'm not taking a bad step this way to get that way, right? And so that efficiency just makes you even faster, and that's what you see.
Have you ever had a linebacker coach with so much zest as Coach Tarver?
Tarver's
the guy
awesome,
loves
man.
football.
He is awesome. He is an amazing coach. His knowledge, it runs deep.
Gives thorough notes as well.
Yeah, he does, and he's pulling up clips of practice from the early 2000s when the video's all grainy and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's just been around so much ball, and he's so respected in the building. Yeah, he's awesome.
What is it like at this stage of your career, kind of moving around? Changing cities.
Yeah.
Is it family, things like that?
It's hard. Yeah. But quite honest, it's tough, right? My kids. You ask my kids where their favorite place to live was, and they say Minnesota. And we've lived in Austin their entire lives, right, in Texas. So Texas has always been where
the weather?
They love Minnesota, right? And, but it's really –
we got a chance then with Cleveland. There's hope for us
I
here.
got to tell you, I lived there and I struggled.
It's their first experience of sledding and skiing
Sure.
and playing. They're learning how to put snow bibs on at recess. Where do you do that? And so –
Minnesota.
Yeah, exactly. And so, it's cool. It's hard on families and the move and everything.
I would imagine.
But it's cool because you get to experience new things. They would have never experienced those opportunities if
I can't believe Scottsdale wasn't higher on their list.
Oh, they weren't old enough to remember. I'm sure it would have been.
It would have been number one for me, absolutely. So you've gotten an opportunity. We've talked a little bit about how the offense is a little bit new look. For you, it would be, this is my first look at the Browns offense. What do you see in kind of through your eyes in the challenges that maybe hopefully this offense can present for defenses?
Yeah, they're constantly, making you think. They're constantly putting you in a different position. And then obviously, you've got Coop on the outside. You got the running backs running hard. You look down and you see this huge offensive line, right? It's just speed, athleticism, physicality mixed with makes you have to think, right, and trying to get you one step slower so that you're not playing as physical as you can. And so that's tough.
And a big tight end.
And a huge yeah, I mean
that guy is huge.
You look at that dude and you're like, my God.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think he's right over there. Wow. Yeah. I think he's doing an interview shirtless.
Yeah, of course
speak.
he is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Absolutely. So you seem to really be enjoying yourself. And when I
Yeah.
first got a chance to talk to you, and I told Jim, like, you're going to love this guy. He's such a professional, a veteran, a leader.
I appreciate that.
Is it fun coming in? Because when you're drafted and you got into a great spot, but you really got to choose. And you had potential suitors. And you say, you know what? This is the team that I want to be a part of. They want me.
Yeah.
Is it one of those things where you feel like, man, it kind of worked out in a very cool way, and you're excited about where this is going to go?
Yeah, I mean, always. I'm at the point of my career. I'm trying to just have fun, and I'm trying to enjoy every moment. And yes, obviously, like, I'm trying to be great at what I do, but I enjoy that, and I enjoy embracing the role. And I'm sure we all are trying to achieve the stuff that we're trying to achieve. And so, me personally, like, I'm past trying to, promote myself and do all these things. Like, I am trying to do everything I can.
Your resume
to
speaks
win.
for itself.
Yeah, I'm
going to go
win, man.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying that process, and I enjoy the guys, man. I love it.
All right. I think this is a fit.
Sweet. It's a great fit.
This is going to
very
work.
happy.
This is going to work.
This is to get a little insight into you. What you get a day off.
Yeah.
What do you want to do on that day off?
9:16 tee time. Right.
There we go.
Right
okay,
out
we're a
here.
golfer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Enjoy some golf.
Yeah, we'll have to tee it up one of these days.
Love that.
Yeah.
Ryder
Let's
Cup.
do it.
Yeah, Ryder Cup.
Ryder
Do a little
Cup.
Ryder Cup. Me and Jordan Hicks. We'll take you guys on. Thanks so much for the time.
appreciate it.
Enjoy the golf tomorrow. Hit
you.
it straight. And,
Great meeting you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
great
guys.
meeting you. Looking
Yeah,
forward to a
appreciate
great season. All right. We'll be back with more Cleveland Browns Daily, brought to you by Ballybet, live from the Greenbrier right after this.